you're also the GM, so you have authority to take over.
Yeah, but I don't do it anywhere.
I do it everywhere because I don't want people to hear me breathing, let alone anything else going on in my room.
Yeah. I don't like pushing a button because I will forget to press the button quite a lot, which is why I like the inline mute a lot, where I can choose when I'm being silent.
Well, I quite often
Rather than
clear
choosing when
my
to talk.
I quite often clear my throat or, clear my nose or whatever, and those aren't noises I want broadcast anywhere ever.
I'm totally gonna make
Too
a
personal?
character one day that just literally has whatever affliction I have. It's like they just cough all the time. We'll make that part of the character.
It's not too personal. It's just I figure it's etiquette. It's like
Yeah, exactly. It's just trying to avoid like loud noises into microphone.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want me like leaning over your shoulder, breathing in your ear, which is generally we're all wearing headsets. What that would be.
Yeah.
I'm such a weirdo casual person. I just don't care. Like, like it does not bother me at all.
Well, thank God you're not in charge of the audio on the stream.
No, I think that's a good thing.
Whereas all I have to do is listen to it. Here's the problem: is I know my microphone sucks. It sucks. There's air circulating in the sound background that you guys might not even care about, but I've got filters running on my OBS to take care of us all on the back end. So I care about every little sound. So when I hear loud noises that I can't help but care about, like keyboards typing. Keyboards typing aren't like birds that Lessons has in the background. Birds, that's pets, animals, whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. Lessons birds are nothing like Emmerich's birds. Emmerich's birds are so much louder than Lessons birds. And more constant, too, like ours.
It's like they're inside the house instead of outside of it.
Well, I just assumed Lessons birds were inside the house. I assumed he had a pet bird.
No. They're outside.
Yeah, I think we clarified that at least once or twice.
So that's how much I'm paying attention. At the same time, though, nothing you can do about that. There's no filter I can put on to get rid of birds, and it's not like I say, "Hey, Lessons, go grab your shotgun real quick." Shut those
let me turn on the
fucking
bird
birds
filter
up.
real quick.
So yeah, nothing can be done about that. I'm not gonna worry about that. But if there's something I can do about people,
oh yeah,
I'll let 2 years go by, and then I'll bring it up on their second episode of a D&D session.
Right. Damn birds.
How many episodes of Ironclaw did I let you go through before ever bringing it up? Because you know it was happening then, Robert.
Are you sure? Was it?
It was. But I didn't say a word.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
Talking to people is just too awkward.
Well, it's
That's why
also
we're here playing a social game.
That was also my laptop. To be fair, this is a new setup, so this is helping a little bit. It's also a new keyboard, new microphone, so the sound's probably catching. I got a Yeti.
Oh, nice.
Well, better alert the Weekly World News.
Yeah, I'm trying to move up in the world now by catching up to 2015. So
I don't know. There's like, how much did you pay for that? How much does the Yeti cost now?
it was a Christmas gift, but this one was only like $80.
Yeah, I was looking at more professional setups on the cheap range are like $120, which is the stand, the microphone, and the pop filter all together.
I did have a pop filter and all that. I had to get a new stand. So
yeah, I thought about that, but then I just decided I also need a headset, so I just get everything together on the headset and did not worry about it.
I have this one right here. So.
Also, my problem is my sounds that are coming in are multi-directional. Like, I got air that's blowing into this room from behind the desk, which means the air is going to flow into the mic from the backside. Plus, I got noise coming from over there.
But don't you have a cardioid mic? I guess it would be cardioid mic.
No, I'm using this. Like I said, that's why it's shit. That's why I've got filters running. Anything I can handle on the software side of things, yeah, I'll do that. Because there are a lot of really good software solutions. Like the NVIDIA thing. God, I wish I could get that NVIDIA thing for the green screen. But I mean, it also has a sound filtering effect as well.
That's what I use, for my streams.
Well, unfortunately, I bought an AMD, so.
I mean, most of my setup is AMD, except for the card. So.
Yeah, well, AMD just doesn't have all the software assistant stuff like NVIDIA apparently does.
Eventually, they will get to it. They always are catching up. That's how they save money.
Well, it is what it is.
Anywho, we are all here, so let's get this party started with this particular party. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session of Greyhawk Into the Wild Coast with myself, Lessons Learned, as your GM, and this lovely set of people. We're playing with three players, only three players tonight. Well, four, because I'm also a player. And we'll start. Let me pop this out. That way, no matter where I go, I still can see your faces. Let's start in my above, actually, corner, this way. With Theta, also known as Ractus, also known as Turtle first.
I keep minimizing my window every time I got to read my own shit. I'm Gar, the Turtle Wizard. Personality traits: there is nothing I like more than a good mystery. Ideal self-improvement. My bond is I sold my soul for knowledge, and my flaw is that unlocking an ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization. Move this window.
Below, we have Griffin playing Kix.
Hey, that's right. I'm playing Kix the Shield, the Dragonborn Fighter Battle Master. He's a cool and calculating person. He believes that heroes stand up against all challenges. Those under my command and responsibility come first, and I have an immense ego and delusions of grandeur.
And last but not least, we have Robert, who's playing Braith.
Yes, hello everybody. I am Braith, also known as Braith the Butcher, a cleric of Cord. I am honest to a fault and resolute as my personality. I desire to strive for the truth and provide hope in this cruel world as my ideals. My bonds are my faith. They guide my conscience even when I'm in doubt. And my flaws are I'm known as the Butcher by many because of my actions, and I am somewhat prejudiced towards my enemies.
Last time, Kix managed to do something extraordinary, bring a group of kobolds near, but not into Narwhal, to negotiate with the Firebeard clan to work together on an iron mine. And that was pretty interesting stuff that happened as we close the session. There's also an investigation going extraordinary. And also investigation happening in the background, which we'll pick up as soon as our player is available. And what else? Let's look at the list of things that you already have done. You helped the alchemist.
What about world peace?
Yeah, found the missing luggers.
Saved all the orphans.
Dwarven, and also cleared the Dwarven mine.
Found the Mountain of Youth.
Yeah, and what else? So basically,
Killed
there's
Cortez before he reached the New World.
Basically, it's the matter. I think you still wanted to deal with the wasp.
Two people did maybe.
Well, that most of you wanted to deal with a wasp.
In my defense, if a fourth person was here, they probably would agree with me.
Yeah, true.
I'm sort of indifferent to the wasp, but we want to help the people, so that's the important thing.
I mean, the one guy. You want to help the one guy.
One person's just as important as everyone.
No, actually, I think you find that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Well, yeah, when you're in a military action, not when you're talking about civilians.
No, I think you'll find that one asshole does not outweigh the needs of a whole orphanage.
But you'll remember that the bare warning we have here is that if these wasps aren't dealt with now, they will multiply and threaten more people. It is important to deal with the problem while it's small rather than when it's big.
They are big wasps. They're already big.
There could be more of them. That's
there
kind
are
of terrifying.
more of them.
How many wasps are we talking about, actually?
A whole hill of them. A whole hill of, what, dog or man size? I forgot. Really big wasps.
They're about dog size, yeah.
Whole hill of dog-sized wasps.
Fires.
Well, actually, the bees were dog size, the wasps were man size.
So even bigger.
Mm.
So we got a problem with giant bees, and we got a problem with giant wasps.
Well, the bees are not a problem.
Unless you say that. What if you're allergic to bees?
Well, don't mess with the bees then.
Well, don't mess with the wasps then. You know what? The wasps and the bees are set next to each other. They're already natural enemies. I'll let the problem take care of itself, I say.
I'm pretty sure the bees would fail.
Sure. Well, then we need to start up a giant nest of ants to kill the wasps.
Is there like a oh no. Does anybody like? How would we like know anything about like what these wasps are? I assume that's like a nature check or
Well,
something.
we already encountered them. We were there. We saw.
Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't there for that.
Nope, that was like session 1.
2, I think.
I think it was our first mission. Oh, wait, yeah, wait, you're right, because you all
Session
died.
1 was getting eaten by the spiders.
Well, that was only a mission for some of you. I failed that mission. I succeeded at a different mission.
Oh dear.
Now he's still busy holding the door.
You can still make a nature check to see, you know.
I mean, I'm not the best at this, but I will do so anyway just to see what happens because I don't know anything about this. I rolled a 6. I don't know anything about wasps.
No, it's other than they have stingers and they're poisonous and nasty creatures that fly. That's all you know.
They're
Well,
not nice.
If they're
You
poisonous,
imagine what-
they can help
If
us. At least.
you imagine when they say, you know, giant wasp, you mean like a big wasp was about the size of your index finger. But they have to describing it as the size of a human, so that's way bigger.
Yeah, so over 5 feet in length. I don't know what the
Proportional
size. You say I don't know what the size of an average person is in fantasy settings.
5, 6 by 7.
Because it depends on you're measuring against a human man or a human woman.
Well, basically, we could go ahead and get into like how nutrition affects the growth of multiple different species and how
Oh,
you
can
average
we?
across multiple.
All
ones.
right, well, I
Let's
set
get
up
into
camp.
demographics.
I'm gonna get into research and I'm gonna set up camp here in the hall. God, I did
When's
not
the last
know this side
census
of
in
you,
Greyhawk?
Kicks. God, I'm so glad I got to see this side of you, Kicks. Come on, break out some paper. Let's get into this.
That is an incredibly esoteric subject, I must say.
Yeah, humans of what region?
Goodness.
What age range do we take? Because, you know, do we count hunched over people? Because older people don't tend to walk up as straight as they used to be. How does sickness affect the height of people? Not just young people who get sick, but also, you know, like scoliosis and whatnot.
Well, I can tell you from military days that if people get sick, it's a bad thing because it can ravage the entire platoon.
Okay, Braith hitting us with the hard knowledge that sickness is bad.
Though I do feel we've gotten slightly off topic. What were we talking about?
Well,
Oh yes, wasps.
I mean, this is the topic you brought up.
I assume we're having this conversation as we're walking to the wasps.
I assume we're having this conversation over a hot bottle of water.
You brought it with you. That's okay.
I can't do that. That'd be stealing. Would you let me steal, Braith? Is that what you're telling me?
Why would you steal it? It's
because it's a bowl of water I get out of the tavern.
I could get you a bowl of water anywhere. Why the tavern?
Really? You own your own set of bowls?
It's not that hard to find.
No, they're not that hard to find. I drink it always at the tavern. Are you saying you own your own set of bowls? Are you telling me you'll buy me a bowl just so I can have hot water on the go?
Sure, why not?
But then I'd have to heat up water everywhere I went.
That's okay. That's why we have campfires.
Right, we do set up campfires. Or
Right, but campfire, you know, you get spotted in the dark and you never know who's watching you.
Master Gar, it seems that you are one that is not well accustomed to traveling out in the wilderness.
I would probably say I've traveled much farther and wider than you ever have.
we didn't say you hadn't. We said that you're uncomfortable with it.
Oh, I thought you said unfamiliar. My apologies.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Out of character. My brain isn't working right. I'm on this diet. That's really messing me up.
Okay.
All right.
Yo,
All right.
brains don't need to work.
I mean, granted, I am acting the same as normal, but my thought processes and hearing, I think, are going a little bit.
Yeah.
Lack of
Uh,
magnesium and iodine in the diet is and salts are really messing me up.
All right.
So, to repeat the question, are you in the Gateway and or Narwhal, or are you en route to dealing with
I
Wasp?
personally, I would say we're still in Narwhal because I'm against this whole Wasp mission.
But we two are definitely going on the Wasp mission.
I don't know. I heard the other guy was very much about it.
No, I assume we would go at this point. Why not?
Yeah.
To help one guy who's not even bothered?
Think of all the honey you'll get.
I don't eat honey.
Maybe you
Are
would
you
like
trying
it.
to give me fantasy diabetes? Is that what you're trying to do?
Would it really be fantasy diabetes if you were eating a lot of honey, and wouldn't that just be real diabetes in this world?
Well, because I'm sure that we don't call it diabetes, and if it's in a role-playing game, we give it some sort of weird fantasy name to it, like.
He's got the devil shakes.
Yeah, I was thinking something shakes, like sugar shakes. No, it sounds too real still. He's got the excitement.
Well, we have explored the area before, so at least getting there should be pretty fast.
Yeah, I assume we're actually going there. So sorry,
again.
you're kind of
one guy. The guy's kind of an asshole. He raises giant bees. He's literally in the safest place.
He seemed friendly. I don't know why you have such a negative opinion.
He let you die twice.
I don't remember dying. I remember some fuzzy memories, but I also remember defeating a bunch of wasps.
Okay, out of character. I am assuming that when you're on the ground rolling death saves, you're literally clawing your way back to life. So,
right,
I'm counting that as
I'm
dying.
literally pretending I just have phased it out of my memory because I can't possibly be defeated.
May I ask, Master Kix, what happened with this dying?
I don't remember anything like that. I remember winning. And I'm here, so I don't think I'm dead.
Well, this is
It'll be a very strange particular hell, but I mean...
This is a very unusual conversation at this point. I assume that we're almost there. Are we almost there?
Hell no. If this conversation is happening while we're walking there, then we're maybe still in the first hex. This is a long walk.
This would be an asked over to lessons. What
You'll
is
be
the
right
time to
over
actually
here.
take us?
Yeah, so you're in this hex. So it will take you about 10 to 15 hours.
Really, so it takes a day to go through a hex that we have undiscovered, but it takes 5 hours to go through a hex that we've already discovered?
Yes.
I assumed it was like a half a day through a hex we've already discovered. I thought it would cut the travel time in half.
I'll take
that. To spend a lot of time exploring the places we actually stop at. We haven't like moved through places.
Right, I just didn't assume it would be like a fifth of the time.
I'll take that though. It's quick and easy.
Mm-hmm. Depending on
I'm not
going from here to here.
Yeah, it's 3 hexes. That's why I said a fifth of the time.
Yeah, you can go across. So yeah. So basically, you need to camp for the night before you hit the hex where the shaman's. Here is hard mark as a shaman's hut, but it's the apiary, the clearing with the apiary, or just the apiary because that's what it's called. So who's gonna do what? It's a good time to review the rules of camping.
Woo!
Oh dear.
That's actually a 20, remember, because my owl aids me.
So you're in survival. Hunting, you have 3 people, so you can't do all of these things. So again, you can do one and be assisted by someone else. There's hunting, spending rations, camouflage, cooking, watch order, and entertainment.
If you do any of the other things, nobody is keeping watch.
Yeah.
I will keep watch.
Okay. I will try to cook.
Wait, aren't you good at telling stories, Braith?
Yes, but maybe not stories you would be accustomed to, Master Gar.
I literally would not give a shit. I've still kept the first inspiration that's from a long time ago because I've never needed to roll.
I've also not taken damage since the last time we actually got temporary hit points, but I think those go away each
No,
day.
the story is for the inspiration. Yeah, so I'm talking about stories for inspiration, not whatever the cooking is the temporary hit points.
The bonuses, yeah.
If we had if our friend Master Halpert was here, I think perhaps he would do the watch and I would regale you in its story, but duty calls. Real quick, what do I roll for that?
The watch? No, just roll your perception.
Roger that.
Okay.
I don't think anything's going to come near us.
Mm,
Only the things that would kill us.
yeah. The night passes rather quietly, except for the sounds of the forest.
I'm going to
The
regale you
snow-
of a story about how Kix got kidnapped twice.
And it seems that as you are out in the forest, it seems that the snow is retreating ever so slowly, but it is. The
Ha!
ice.
Defeating that stupid snow. Look at it.
Yeah.
Already in retreat.
So anything as thick as it was before hasn't snowed in a while.
You dense ass snow. Tell you
And
what.
everybody roll a 1d4 plus Constitution for temporary hit points for the next day.
Oh, did somebody cook?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. D4 plus what?
Plus your con bonus.
I think it's 2. Yep, it's 2. So 4. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, you don't keep temporary hit points. I don't even know why it's still on there.
No,
I was like,
that's
well,
it.
last time apparently I rolled a 4 because I had 6 temporary hit points. I was like, oh, that's right, those go away.
Mhm.
Too good to be true.
You got 6. Nice.
I mean, I technically didn't really. That's temporary HP, right?
Yes, that's temporary HP.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Which I think goes away at a respite if you don't use it, right?
A long rest, yes.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
using the word respite. That's a different game system.
Or the next day, whichever happens.
Respite means rest anyway, so I think I'm still in the clear.
Yes, you are. We're not going to quibble about the synonyms. At least not yet. So you
But we
arrive
will
at
use
the
synonyms for quibble.
at the general area where the apiary is. You can hear the buzzing of the bees in the distance. You sense a sort of warm air that seems to flow from that direction. Not hot, but warm. And in fact, as you get closer, you realize that the snow is retreating, and you have this area that you're in. So you're familiar with it. And it's in the morning, and the old man gets up. He seems to be working on something or other, maybe cooking, perhaps. Well, here you are again. This is not gonna. Well, when you get to the other area,
Oh, I forgot I could move it.
you're here with the old man. So this is the old man. This is the thing.
These are 2 dead characters that no longer exist.
Yeah. And let's just introduce.
That looks like the old man from those videos. What's the name of that rat? Oh no! He was the town rat. The treasure to us all. Like, you know what video I'm talking about, Rooker?
Oh, I know those ones.
I don't know what to
I feel like I should, but I don't.
I don't know what to
off the
call
top of my
them,
head.
so I don't know what to say.
Oh.
I also don't remember the name of the rat, so.
Not to worry, I can put you back in.
By the way, Braith, temporary hit points are not added to your base hit points.
Good call. Thank you.
I noticed that when you have that plus symbol over your hit points, it's like, wait, you don't have.
All right. So, but we are here, and the beekeeper's there, and he's gotten up, and I'll wave hello. Oh there.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Oh, you're back. The turtle friend. Yes, he's back.
As promised.
Ask how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. You want to join me for breakfast?
Oh, well, breakfast does sound fantastic. We are
Well,
here to
then.
help you with the wasps.
Ah,
Is that an egg?
indeed it is.
And Kix will go ahead and sit down with him, have a bit of breakfast.
Mhm. The bear is there, licking what it looks like some kind of container.
Mhm.
And you Braith particularly, you've never been before. You see basically coming in out of these hives, basically cat size or small dog size bees that come and fly off and come back again.
Mhm.
Like, this is, and who this young fellow might be here.
You are very kind, master.
To say everything is relative, especially age. So, I have some what's it's called? I kind of, it's like a paste, and he sort of smells like.
Mhm.
It's breakfast. Oh, he takes some plates and he serves you, and it's actually pretty good. Pretty warm. Pretty good. Has a very tangy taste. Maybe some spices, perhaps. And like, well, yes. Oh, yes, the wasp. Well, they're that way, and he points to the east. I'm sure you can deal with them once once you had your breakfast.
Of course.
Yes.
I say a short prayer before I consume the breakfast to myself.
May the Lord of Strength give you the fortitude to deal with the troubles ahead.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that sounds like what I'm saying in my mind, basically.
He's very. And you say that, and he responds. Right, and basically that's one of the many epithets of Cord, right?
Mhm.
The Lord of Strength, the wrestler, the Dragon Slayer, etc.
Yes.
A very impulsive fellow, that one, but a good one nonetheless.
Impulsive, yes, but also at the same time necessary at times.
Well, he encourages the best in many people, but not all, I'm afraid. So yes, and he comes in, is like, and of course, by the time you come back, you should come back for lunch, and I should have what you learned for doing this tremendous favor to me and to my
I'd be
bees.
grateful.
He said a bees lands on one of his shoulders and starts doing the antenna thing, and sort of kind of buzzes around and kind of licks his face like, "You're not a dog. Go ahead, go away." Yes.
Emotional support bees.
And the bee flies off. Like, they see the bear. The bear likes to lick everything, and so they learned that from the bear. The bear sort of rolls around, like, yes, you too. Living with these individuals is just very trying. So
I can see.
Yeah, may I ask something real quick out of character? Do we know anything about this guy other than he's a hermit in the woods, or is there like other stuff that you guys?
He's a bit of a mystery.
When people get attacked right in front of him, he's very slow to react. In fact, it might take him a good, I don't know, combat rounds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds even, for him to even raise a hand. He seems rather unconcerned when people die in front of him.
Can I do a quick insight check on his mannerisms and actions to see if I notice anything that looks out of the ordinary with what he does with his like routine as we eat and talk?
Go ahead.
His pockets are lined with fungus.
13.
He seems like a hermit, a bit out of whack the way he talks for somebody who lives by himself, but nothing unusual really. Bit hard to understand him at times, but that's about it. What do you expect from an old cook that lives in the woods?
He seems very friendly with the animals, which is interesting. I was thinking like in my head, like out of character, I'm thinking like maybe druid type or something like that, but that's about it.
Wait, where are we right now?
You're in the middle of the forest.
I mean, immediate surroundings. Sorry. What's the immediate surroundings?
Well, what you can see here, you see the 3 hives, you see the bear.
Okay, so there's no hut or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. I just want to make sure we weren't somewhere that wasn't represented by the map, that's all.
No hut.
Well, I just mean when we all sat down. Well, they sat down, apparently started eating eggs and whatnot, that they weren't like at a table in a house. That's just all.
No, he basically has like a fire here, which I didn't put there.
Right next to the beehives? Are you an idiot? This is your first time with apiaries? The bees are going to go crazy when that smoke hits them.
Actually, he seems fine now.
It's the opposite. You see that the bees get very
the bees love fire. They just jump right into it like lemmings. What was I saying?
The smoke actually sort of lulls them out. Like, You see a
Yes.
couple of. You
They
see
in
a couple
fact
of.
all died of asphyxiation.
So yeah, that's well. After a good half an hour of conversation, and Breck was like, "Well, that was good, pretty good." So I don't want to keep you.
Of course.
Go
There
right
are
ahead.
terrible, wretched insects up ahead to the east that we must deal with, and I shall be the one to be victorious. Onward.
Onward indeed. Good luck. Okay, killed
And
by the
then Braith
ground.
casts a spell.
No, I was testing that just to make sure it works. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's all good. But yeah, Kix will go ahead and head onward towards
Death.
wasps.
Oh, you're not going to meet
Uh,
the Lady of the Lake on your way?
I mean, death will be involved, just not for Kix.
Yeah, let there be death.
All right, so I am heading off. Let's see what happens.
Bye.
Gar.
I'm following you.
Is Gar just gonna stay behind?
Well, to be fair, you just said you were heading out. Literally nobody responded. That's why I said bye.
He is right about that.
Alright.
To be fair,
So I will not be able to see the map except on stream, so I will be giving directions.
Yeah.
Have you tried refreshing your browser?
A few times. I could like turn the whole thing off.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Refreshing the browser, not the window.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you tried using an alternate browser? I don't know what you use, but my backup is always Firefox because I use Google primarily.
Yeah. I still have like Firefox around, but I've been using Opera.
Yeah, when I have a problem on one, I always double check another browser just to be certain that it's just not my internet or something.
I should do that. I should have a backup, which I don't.
Well, it also used to be that I would stream off of one browser and use another one personally, because I would have one on what's the setting? Something
Private?
advancement or
Private?
no. I can't remember. It upgrades. It's supposed to upgrade like the speed and everything of your browser, and all of your browsers tend to have a setting for it.
Hardware acceleration?
Yeah, hardware acceleration. I couldn't think of the word,
Hey.
or something like that. Because for some reason OBS wasn't recording off of one that had hardware acceleration on, so I
Mhm.
would use one browser to record off of, and I would use another browser. It's also especially handy if you want one browser to be player view, and then have your other browser you're doing your GM stuff. So that way the stream only shows what a player could see, and not what you are looking at as GM.
Mhm.
All these little tips and tricks for over the years.
Yeah. As you move in eastward, again, the snow starts to cover the ground again. And you see the following. You see the sort of, you kind of at the bottom, you're about 5 or 6 feet. So you see this is a slope. So it's sloping upwards. And you can see the glow of some kind of symbol in the middle of this plane right here. Another thing on the ground that is glowing. But you don't see anything else.
is that supposed to be there?
That is supposed. Well, we don't know. You've never been here before, so
I'm asking Kix and Gar.
I say the
that,
problem
actually.
is that you said that in a questioning manner, out of character. So it's like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, not you. Lessons said another thing, like an actual question. Like,
okay.
is it there? Did you load the wrong map?
But no, I don't think it's supposed to be there.
How do you know?
Because I will remove it.
Why? Maybe it's supposed to be there.
Then it will not be there anymore.
Maybe what if it's doing a good thing?
I hardly doubt it.
That doesn't make sense. You hardly doubt it. So you don't doubt it? What? So you do think it's supposed to be there?
I think a lot of things, Gar.
Not very often, do you?
And today, I'm thinking of becoming a hero.
So you admit that you're not one then?
More of a hero. I have to stack on heroic legacies.
So you're barely a hero, is what you're saying.
Heroism is not just the actions you take. Just remember that.
Well, speaking of actions, Braid, I believe that we should stand together, side by side. I think that would be the best approach to this.
Out here in the wilderness by yourselves.
These are unorganized insects. If we can put up a small line between just ourselves, we should be able to handle them, and I can cover you with my shield.
Just to be clear, you're saying that the insects drew a giant magic circle. Is that your suggestion? I just want to be certain on this.
I'll assert the full information that I have for you later. I will begin to approach.
See,
this
my
on
thing
higher
is
ground
that
or
I
lower
could spend the
ground?
time trying to identify
This
it.
is difficult ground, but it's a slope. You can climb it.
I could spend my
Okay.
time trying to identify it, but I'm certain that Kix is about to rush in and do whatever he's going to do anyway. So I don't
I
want
am approaching it.
to
Okay,
waste an hour doing
As
something
you
that Kix
get
is going to
there,
ruin.
the circle here starts glowing white and blue, and you start hearing a buzzing. That seems to be growing.
This looks familiar.
And from it appear 1, 2, 3. 3 giant wasps, one bigger than the other one.
Wow, it's exactly
and
the
they-
same numbers you need to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Exactly. And you're gonna roll initiative. Well, I guess
Okay.
everybody wants to join the fight. We'll roll initiative. Otherwise,
You could roll the other direction.
Okay, see you later. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't know. You
great
say
work.
that one in the center is 4 times as big as you are.
Brave, question. Were you going to follow Kix's advice and stand with him? I actually go up there with him? Or are you actually just standing back?
No, I'm gonna follow his advice.
Okay, so go ahead and move up next to me then.
Hold my hand, if you will.
I rolled in the initiative.
Did you have your token selected when you did that?
No, I did not. Hold on a
That's where
second.
your main mistake was.
Okay.
There we go.
Where the hell is my token? I don't even see it.
It's on the left.
The
Under
turn
it.
order.
yeah, I covered it. So let's put it over here. There you go. It's scoot the turn over there.
I'd probably be like this right now.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to roll it again, or just like?
Roll it again so that way I can introduce it into the.
You as the
the
GM, just
tracker.
for the future notes. I don't know if you probably already know this. You know you can right-click a token and add it to the turn order
Oh,
itself
okay.
too.
Oh, there you go.
And then Robert can just type his own number in.
Group. Yeah, it is at 2, and you'll go on 8. So
Rapidly approaching the time when my information about the things the GM can do is going wrong because they keep changing everything on the Roll20. It's like, how
yes.
do you do the vision stuff? Oh, you just click right here, and that doesn't exist anymore. What are you talking about?
Oh yes, all dynamic landing is about to disappear. So
Yeah.
the wasp go first. So they're going to attack.
Oh joy.
This one moves
Okay.
here. This one moves here.
It's hard to believe Roll20's existed for what, like 8 years now?
Yeah, and this one moves here. So let's start with the bigger one. Actually, they all have the same effect.
Perfect range for a burning hand spell.
So Brave gets attacked with 2. The big one and the little one on top. Because they just go for the nearest target. So the little one. It's initiative. That's not gonna work.
Oh, thank God it wasn't a hit.
Uh-huh.
That's a
Oh
crit.
boy.
That's a crit.
And we're starting off like last time.
Oh joy. Go ahead.
I believe these guys had the poison thing anyway, so
I can take care of that later.
not if you're
Oh.
down.
And here we go. I intercept 6 points of damage of it.
Okay, so you cancel the damage. Actually, it's 12. Yeah, it's 12.
Well, he
24.
turns the first damage down to 6, and then he has
Yeah.
to make the DC 11 Constitution save to see how much of the 19 goes through.
Yeah,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Jesus Christ, 19?
Though technically, Kix takes 6 away, and I believe Braith already had 6 temporary hit points, so which means none of the initial damage is going to happen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And of
then-
course, I roll like ass with the 4.
So you take 19 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Wait, we had food, right? Does that not have the poison resistance thing or something?
No, it's either
Oh.
or. You do have antitoxins.
Oh yeah, but we don't have
that
it
was
yet.
something I needed to mention, but I didn't even have like the game up for a bit because I was reloading. We have 2 antitoxins. I have 1. Braith, you have 1. Drank because we're obviously fighting wasps.
Yeah, I also had poison resistant stuff.
To be
spells,
fair, you
yeah.
didn't say that before you took damage.
I mean, my brain's not working either.
Well, you are your character.
If you mark off the antitoxin, and that means you did make the saving throw. So you take half
Okay.
damage.
So 9.
9.
But just 9 points of damage.
Yeah, poison damage.
I mean, you still blew through your temporary hit points and everything.
Yeah. Well,
And that was attack number 1. There's still another one coming at you.
the second attack. Oof,
Jesus Christ!
Hey, not a crit, though. Not a crit.
not a crit.
And I can't shield you from that one.
I'll take it.
Is your thing once around?
Yeah, basically, I use
Got
my reaction for it.
Yeah.
Does the con? Do I do another con roll or no?
Yes.
Better 16.
Mm-hmm.
So you take
So you
8
took
total.
8 points to them. 8 total. Yeah.
Good first round.
Jesus
And-
Christ, these guys hit hard.
And then finally, the one against kicks.
Glad you came back, huh?
I believe that's a miss.
Yes, it would be.
So next up, it's Brave. I do believe a healing is in order.
The thing is, I have him kitted out more for combat stuff versus healing.
Okay,
Mhm.
then
Very
sure.
well, that is good. Creature, that's a creature. All the healing stuff, I don't think I can do on myself.
Well, yeah, you probably can, but you don't want to make sure it's not somatic if you're using a shield or something like that.
I don't have a shield. I just have my great axe.
Ah, okay. Anything that requires your hands, you got to make sure you have a hand free.
Yeah, that's not good because it's a two-handed weapon.
I mean, you can hold it in one on a cast.
Yeah, you go from this
That's
and you
true.
go, all right, casting
Yeah.
spell.
Because you're not
So-
you can't attack with a two-handed axe and then cast a spell.
Which is different when you're holding a shield because
wait,
your shield
wait.
is locked in and you have your other hand free.
Wait, I just clarify that again, Lessons. You can attack then cast spell, or just
No.
spell and not attack?
Because you're holding a two-handed weapon, like
Yes.
like a wizard has a staff. Essentially, the wizard is not attacking with that weapon when casting a spell, so they can just hold it, cast a spell.
I'll say the problem is that you also have spells I think that are bonus action, so you might be able
That's
actually to do that. But that
Well,
one,
this
that one's an
this
action.
one, yeah, that one's an actual action. So I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself real quick here. I
Mhm.
touch where the wasp stung me. I guess is a D8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is your wisdom.
Hold on 1 second.
Show us on yourself where the wasp touched you.
I will not. It's a 3. So D8 plus 3.
And you're touching yourself literally where.
10
So
points.
heal up 10.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I guess, is there any such thing as like defense or anything like that?
No, because
so
you cast a spell. But if you do have a bonus spell, a bonus action spell such as a cantrip, then you can cast it. Otherwise, it's your
I
turn.
think you can't, can you?
If it's a cantrip, yes.
Is it? Okay. The whole
Yeah.
no 2 spells in a turn thing always throws me off.
It's the rule is like this.
That's why I'm
You
playing
can
the wizard, by the
cast-
way.
Yeah, 2 spells. If one of them is the cantrip and one of those spells, they don't have to be the same spell, it can be cast as a bonus action. So it doesn't have to be cantrip bonus action. It can be cantrip regular action, but your spell can be bonus action, or spell can be full action, and your cantrip can be bonus action.
Got it.
So if I can use a cantrip as a bonus action, I will actually attack it with my free hand after healing myself. The giant, the larger of the 2 wasps.
Do you have a bonus action cantrip?
Looking
Healing
right.
word, I think, counts as that, correct?
Healing
Mhm.
word is a regular spell, not a
Yeah.
bonus. A cantrip.
I don't
It
think-
also may, in fact, say it is a bonus action to do instead
Right,
of...
but it would have to be a cantrip. It can't be another spell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm remembering
no
it
2
now.
spells in a row, that's correct.
Right.
all
Your
of
turn.
my spells say they're just one action, so I don't think I can.
You don't have healing word then.
Oh no, I do have healing word, but it is a regular. It is a level 1 spell. It is not a cantrip.
Right. I just meant as a bonus action because you
And you
could
have,
healing.
Yeah,
You
yes,
could
healing-
healing word and then attack is what I'm saying instead of cure wounds and then do nothing.
Yeah.
It's
You have.
I already.
Do you
I
have
already-
spiritual weapon?
I'm sorry?
You don't have spiritual weapon.
That's a
What do you
higher
mean?
level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a level 2.
He's a paladin,
That-
not a cleric. Or are you a
Yeah.
cleric?
I am a cleric, and I do have spiritual weapon, but again, that's a level 2 spell. I'm sticking with what I did with the cure wounds at the moment. Next round,
Okay.
I'll do the healing.
No. I
word.
understand. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out there the action
But yes,
economy.
but to answer your question, yes, I do have healing word at the moment.
How many spells can
so-
you cast total in a day?
4.
And then-
4.
Wow.
For level 1, 2 for level 2.
Wow, you're as good as the wizard.
It's
Gar.
a cleric,
Yeah,
man.
same
That's how it
progression.
is.
Yeah, I always forget that the wizards has decided that the wizard is the guy who is walking around in robes usually, and the cleric is the guy fully armored, and they both do the same amount of
Fully
magic.
armored, still full caster, also a warrior. Yeah, I know. They
Yeah.
get every.
I had to go jank just to be armored as a wizard.
To be fair, though, this guy is not really kitted for
For
for spell casting. He's really supposed to be like pounding the crap out of these things.
Mhm.
Yeah, casting thunder wave at people.
Exactly.
I am going to acid splash
Which
this
one?
guy here, so that it'll also get the big one over here.
Okay.
So DC 13 dex save from both.
Okay. So one at a time.
I'm sure they got
A
high
little-
dex.
The little guy goes first. He misses.
So he takes 5 damage.
The big one.
Takes
Oh.
no damage.
He is not.
This is
Not
cantrip level. Yeah, this is cantrip level, so it's if you save, you take none. And if you don't, you take all. So
Yeah, you basically burned half the wings of. So it's tittering there.
And the owl is going to move and grant advantage on this guy, and then move back.
Kicks. You're up.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with my fire breath, and I'm going to ignite these two directly in front of me. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm rolling the fire breath. We have DC 13 dexterity, and I got this magnificent 3.
Okay, so the little guy does it. The big mama does it as well. So they take 1 point of damage each.
Wow. Here I was thinking in my head, hey, you know what would be great? Just doing that to ensure I do some kind of damage. And well, it was some kind of damage.
Indeed, it was.
I'm gonna definitely opt to use my action surge now just to erase this embarrassment.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do a menacing attack on this guy.
Mhm.
Menacing attack is a new ability, and I think if I did this right,
Mhm.
does a 13 hit?
Let me see. It does indeed hit.
So they have to save on a DC 14 Wisdom save to avoid being frightened until my next turn, and it will do 13 damage.
Okay. Well, not only did they fail the saving throw, they also failed to live the dead. They fall dead into the ground.
Huzzah!
Yeah, the 1 fire damage paid off.
Actually, you did put 13 points, so that was more than enough. So it's their turn. Let's see. The big one, seeing that you cast fire on it, and that the one cast acid is too far away, will attack you instead. It'll attack Kicks.
All right, bring it on.
Is there dumb animals that just attack whoever damages them first? They like that.
Technically, they're not animals.
Invertebrates.
Technically, they're... Well, I don't even know about that one.
Insects are animals, yes. Even they're not mammals, that's a different story.
I think you find that their kingdom and genus are now...
Oh,
Anyway, here comes the attack. The giant.
Pushing my glasses up at the 2 people wearing glasses.
And I believe that's a miss.
a
And
13 is not enough.
And the little one attacks Brave Top. And that's also a miss.
Oh, good. I'm going to enjoy this now.
So
There you go.
there we
Freedom
go.
to not be crit.
I know. I take the great axe is now in both hands. I swing it down right onto the head of the one that just attacked.
Oh, that's
20.
a hit. That's a hit.
How do I gotta do the damage manually, I
You
assume?
click
No,
the
no,
word
no,
Great
yeah.
Axe in the roll area.
There you go.
Hey,
Or
there you go.
9. And it also goes down and plows into the snow.
Can I? This is gonna sound weird, but can I do like an animal handling check to see if there's like some sort of weakness to this giant wasp as
Not in the
anything
middle
like
of
that?
combat.
Okay,
That
just
takes observation. So yeah,
okay, just checking.
if you take a turn observing them, then sure.
I
would
mean, just
allow
to
it,
throw
but-
out as an example, a battle master has to watch somebody for a full minute before they are able to, which would be 10 rounds of combat.
Yup.
Speaking
so-
of that, actually, now that I think about that,
I want to change classes to battle master.
actually, never mind. I'm good. I guess that's my turn then, because
Well,
I have no
Gar-
reason to do anything else.
Gar, you're next.
Yeah, I will. You're probably in range. I'll chill touch.
That's a hit.
4 necrotic, and then the owl will fly in, grant aid
Advantage.
for advantage, and then fly back.
Give
Kicks.
it back. Hey, so I'm right here. I'm going to go ahead and go with a distracting strike.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and spend my second superiority dice. Does a 14 hit?
22.
Oh,
you
I
have.
have advantage. It's 22 as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it hits.
All right, so that is going to be 7 damage, and the next attack also has advantage, so we can just keep it going.
Advantage string. That's good.
Well, except for Braith, who has no ability like that,
That's very
which
true.
always leaves me with no advantage.
I mean, I'll live.
The giant wasp, again, following the logic of being an giant insect,
I mean, unless you
Attacks the-
don't.
attacks kicks,
Mhm.
because that's where they are. And I believe a 13 misses.
And I will riposte. I will use my reaction to attack him now by spending a superiority die. Which, 24 to hit.
Because
that's the
technically-
last one.
Yeah.
So that is another 7 damage.
There you go. Yeah, I mean it's mauled. You probably cut one of its legs off. You know, this eye core coming out of it.
Although technically, I just have to wonder: are you an ally to yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I would say I know 17 would hit anyway, so it's just idle thought.
Any spell that says touch includes you. Any spell that says ally includes you.
There we go.
Good to know.
Well, joke's on you. I'm not my own ally. I'm trying to kill myself every day.
You have a health bar over you. You're
That's
an
the-
enemy to yourself.
That is
Ah.
very depressing.
From the same animation.
Yes.
Great, yes. Go
the great axe will swing into the wasp's body.
All right. And this is without
Um,
advantage for you, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. I think I hit it regardless.
I don't see a roll.
Oh yes, you hit it.
Oh,
There you
you
go.
definitely did.
Would have been better with that critical, but yeah,
That
that's
is a 13. Fuck, that's a 13.
I don't see the damage yet.
okay.
Yeah, there we go.
It's just 13. Just 13.
13
it's-
slashing.
Yeah, that it's pretty mauled. It's like you know.
And I shout to Kix, check the circle. I think it's a summoning thing again.
I agree. We'll have to dispatch this thing first.
Gar.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Oh fuck, wrong character. I
Rhea
shout
Frost.
to Gar, check the circle.
That's a hit.
Yes, now it'll move 10 feet slower.
And it crashes into the ground. But you keep
That
hearing
is
buzz.
slower.
It crashes to the
you-
ground slower.
You hear more buzzing coming from this area, so you know that this thing is still active. And I guess an intelligence check or Arcana check would be best. You know
I'll-
what the hell is.
I'll make a check, but I already kind of have my own suspicions anyway because of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Say, how many of us are trained in Arcana?
Neither of us. Although I did roll an 18, if that matters.
Kix doesn't even recognize it's the same thing.
Yeah, he's like, it's magical.
It's magical and it brings wasps around. I'm breaking it.
I like that my odds of rolling better than Braith We all have so many names.
It's okay,
Yeah.
Bane.
The odds. Wow, that's an old one. The odds of me rolling better than you were barely there, but I still managed.
Oh yeah.
Gar, you know this is another summoning circle, and by the buzzing sound you hear, if you don't close it or destroy it some way, more probably will come.
Can I just change it to what it? Because you had the previous one, you had to like call out to something so it would summon that thing, right? So can't I just name something else, and that way the bees can't come through?
This was set up intentionally by a malign actor. If we just leave it, they'll come back and change it again.
I feel like if this was like a movie scene, the thoughts are going into my head, like the camera's on me, and my own thoughts are going through, like one of those Vegas, the numbers are going by the head scenes, and in the background you hear, "This is set up by." Or, this is Until Dawn, and my eyes are just darting from left to right because this is one of the middle.
Yeah. I mean, what would you be calling to?
Literally anything else. Literally. Halpert. I'm summoning Halpert. Just the idea that if it's only going to accept the thing that it's summoning, then it's not going to let anything else out. So if the bees are on the other side, then they're just on the other side. They can't get out if they're not summoned.
You say Halpert doesn't work.
Wouldn't it be just easier to destroy it?
Well, you don't know what it's here for.
I think it's very clear what it's here for, Master Gar.
You think so, but you don't know.
We've
Okay.
already been warned by others that the Prince of Roses or something of that like has been bringing these insects here. This seems to be the mechanism. He's done it with the spiders, and now this.
I'm literally gonna take my axe and start cutting out like pieces of the outer of the circle just to
It's like
deactivate
stabbing
it.
snow. What's wrong with?
You cut through, and in fact, there's stone beneath the layer of snow. Make a strength check.
God forbid we also
I
know
will give
somebody.
you assistance.
God forbid we also know somebody that exists as snow. Who literally travels through the snow and is the snow itself.
Yeah, you're hacking at it, but you seem to be not hitting it right, and you hear the buzzing increasing.
I feel like you're treating me like a dumbass and then striking stone with an axe like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
Oh, Gar, you fucking idiot. We already know this is all. Gah!
Look, Gar, if bleach was bad, it wouldn't be made of water. Okay.
If God didn't intend us to drink bleach, he wouldn't have made it liquid.
Alright. I'll give it a try this time.
Mm-hmm.
Gar, try and close it too.
And if you were assisting me this time around, that would be 18.
Yeah, you strike it hard with your masterwork sword, and you see a spark, and for a moment you see here and here, sort of like the out shapes of two other wasps coming in. But as you strike the circle, it sparks and it breaks. They disappear again. You were moments away from being attacked again by more.
Like the
wasps.
Howard the Duck movie. Very end of the movie where they're all coming down to the portal and like they shut it off right as the thing is like reaching out for them.
I've actually never seen that movie.
It's actually entertaining, except for the love scene.
It was when I was a kid. I have never wanted to watch it again. I'm good with the memories I got.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It's, skip the part where they go to bed, I guess. Anyway.
Well, we're heroes. We've saved the entire forest. Just us.
Why stop there? You've saved the universe.
Exactly.
Nothing is
Cigar, sometimes you're grating and annoying, but you're right. I did save the universe today.
You understand that if I reinforce this line of thought, you're going to get yourself killed? You've saved the universe!
I haven't died yet.
Master Kicks, you do realize we have not saved anything yet.
They're all dead and the thing's broken. Of course, this is the end of the story.
Who created this circle?
Well, I saved a lot of money by switching to Geico.
Oh God.
That's right. The Lady of the Water that we talked to before warned us of the season of the rose and the prince. I can't remember the exact names of it offhand right now, but there is a malign actor behind this, and we have not seen him, only his work. Or at least I suspect it is all his work. It seems unlikely these two things would just appear out of nature itself.
Why would you summon spiders and wasps? Like,
Diversity.
well, yeah, but
obviously.
literally one would kill the other.
But
Well, they are in different areas.
Is this the only other summoning circle you have encountered?
There was
no,
yours.
yeah, literally you came from one.
Besides mine in this one.
We count 2 now.
That means there's probably others out there.
Of course there are. We don't exist in a vacuum, Bryce. I don't know about summoning circles because there aren't any other.
Is it possible to like take this is gonna sound weird, and I'm gonna ask Gar this. But Master Gar, the magic that is usually imbued in these stones, is that magic made inert when the circle is broken, or is there traces of it still there?
I'll be right back.
Let's see. If you rolled a 21. It's inert once it's broken.
Yeah, I assume.
You have to remake the circle. That's the whole ritual.
Well, I would assume it'd be more than more than remaking the circle because there's an energy here, and if you break it, it's like turning your car off, right? Your car is still the entire loop of circuits and whatnot, but it requires some sort of ignition to get going. That's what the ritual is, the ignition. So once you turn the power off, the power's off.
Well, all right. So then what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to spend some time with a piece of parchment and charcoal from my little like toolkits, knapsacks or whatever, to reconstruct the circle on the parchment.
Okay.
You summon a tiny wasp.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing this as evidence because
To accuse a man of his crime?
something of that nature. I actually think, Master Gar, this is something that we should study further. Perhaps we can find a pattern here with the type of summoning that this, what did you call it? The Rose Prince, or whoever they are, is doing?
I don't know. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Mickey Mouse. With his tongue out. Oh, I can't wait till we get to the end and it's Dark Lord Mickey Mouse from Kingdom Hearts.
I'm gonna kill you all!
Ah, the Heartless got me. I can't do it.
No, Braith, you've transformed. I'm sorry, I have to put you out before we get copyright struck.
I'll stop now, I'm sorry.
It's
So
then
so
Lord
what do you do?
Disney approaches.
Lord Disney.
So what do you do now?
Well, I assume I got a copy then of the
Yeah, it takes you a
circle.
good 10-15 minutes to get the circle. and
Unfortunately,
all
you're
that.
frozen to death in that time. Overexposure. Real sad. We bury you.
Oh dear.
So after that,
well, I do believe we were offered lunch.
indeed.
Well,
So
you
we're
don't
gonna go
want
ahead.
to meet your friend while we're out here?
That's what I mean.
No, the Lady of the Lake.
Oh, well, I mean, we could do that while we're here,
I mean,
too.
it's literally right here. Remember, she existed in the snow area.
I think that was, like, on a different fountain to, like, the north, wasn't it?
Well, it was literally the same hex as the guy.
Yeah.
The Apiarist.
Well, I mean, we'll go back, we'll have lunch, then maybe we'll go see if we can talk with her
You
again.
just ate.
It's been...
5 hours. It's not even been 5 hours. We can cross a whole X in 5 hours. We literally just got here. So...
Look, I'm a hungry dragon.
I don't even think it's lunchtime yet. We just left the Apiarist. It's been
I'm
less
sorry.
than an hour. We spent 30 seconds fighting these guys. This guy took 15 minutes to draw something on his parchment. You just ate like an hour ago, Kix.